Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. Today, I have a simple and easy recipe. It's a budget meal, goulash. Not sure what goulash is? Come join me, I'll show you. Okay, so to make goulash, we're going to start off with a pound of ground meat. I'm using what I already have. I've already salt and peppered it. I'm going to add in an onion. I have one that's already chopped from my freezer. And when this meat browns, we'll drain the grease off and add everything into our pot. Now this is one of those recipes, another one of those recipes that I got from my mother-in-law. I've never heard of goulash. I like it. It's quick, it's easy, it tastes good. Something hearty, something you don't have to feel guilty about, that still gives your kids some vegetables. This is that meal. I'm still just going to let this brown, and then I'll bring you back when it's done. So now it's time to add our vegetables. I have a can of great value kidney beans. Let me get that pot going. One can of great value whole kernel corn. I'm using a can of Rotel tomatoes. You can use a can of stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes. This is just what I had in the pantry, so I'm going to use Rotel tomatoes. And then I'm going to use 1 cube of beef bouillon. I'm going to mix all these up. I'm going to add a little more salt. The beans did not have any salt in them. And you're going to let that be cooking while your meat is getting ready. Now my meat, it's ready to add to the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and add it, and then you're going to let all this simmer. So let's see if I can do this without making a mess. And maybe I should cut this eye off first. I love cast iron, but it is heavy. So sometimes I have to do things a bit different. It's a little tough on my wrist. Let me bring you in so you can see just how good that looks. Doesn't that look yummy? So this is another one of those recipes. There's not a lot of ingredients. As soon as you make sure you have enough salt and pepper and the flavors are well blended, that is done. Now I left all the juices and all these vegetables. I did rinse out the beans, but then I filled that can back up with water because you can see this is pretty thick, and it needed all the juice. You just want all that to simmer really nice. I do like flavor, and I found that soups and goulash needs a little bit of hot sauce. The recipe does not call for hot sauce, but this is just to your taste. So this recipe can be doubled. Just add an extra can of kidney beans if you're going to double it. You know, and if you're needing to stretch this meal, you could add some maybe macaroni noodles or pasta noodles to this. And then this is going to really stretch this recipe. Now, I'm just making it the way we always did, but if you're needing to really stretch it, add some pasta to it. I think it's time for another taste test. You know, as it simmers and cooks, you get a little more liquid than there was before. Well, let's see what this is like. That is much, much better. I still think it could use just a touch more salt. My husband will want it to have more hot sauce, but I think that's good. He can always add it. Okay, we're going to let that simmer, and I'll bring you back when it's time to get it ready for our convenience meals. Okay, so we're going to see how many servings this one recipe made. So as you can tell, I really like convenience meals. In the spring, we're real busy with our gardens, trying to get everything ready and planted. And in the summer, when I cook in the stove or on the oven, it really heats our house up. So having something I can just pull out of the freezer and warm up helps me keep my house cool in the summertime. And we're really busy preserving food in the summer as well. And so once I'm in the kitchen all day preserving food, the last thing I want to do is have to worry about heating up the house by cooking a meal. Whatever your reasons are, I think it's never a bad idea to have convenience food on hand. 6 cups. So this averaged out costing $1.33 per 1 cup serving. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.